Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz, this is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. They are good value for money, they smell good. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have an update well, kind of unboxing video, and this is the update for Lapidus Oud Noir. I unboxed it a few days ago and today I'm giving you the update. So I'm happy to say that Oud Noir didn't disappoint. It's very good in terms of longevity, 8 to 10 hours. In terms of projection, 2 hours of big projection. So in terms of it's not a beast mode, but it is very good. I think this is the reformulated one. The original one, many people said it was a huge, you know, basically beast mode. But this one is still good, but it's not a beast mode. In terms of when this is for cooler weather, better suited for cooler weather. But obviously, if you're like me, you can wear it anytime, anywhere you like. In terms of occasion, this is quite formal occasion, going out, evening. But again, you're like me, I wore it a few times to work and no problem. By the way, I had 2 compliments with it, so it's very good. It says Oud Noir. You don't get that much oud in here. Maybe tiny bit if you look for it, but mainly you're working, or you feel, or you notice dark woods. So the cedar in here is very dark, and it's a combination of other notes as well, like incense, like vanilla, tonka. So there are a few elements that making it quite dark. It's not a super dark, but it is dark. It's actually quite, it reminds me of Giacomo di Giacomo original. Okay, so it is very close to that one. I would say around 80 to 90% similar to Giacomo di Giacomo the original. These days the Giacomo di Giacomo is quite watered down. So if you like the DNA of Giacomo di Giacomo the original, the dark, incensey, smoky, ashy one, this is very close to it. Basically, I smell them side by side. They are very close. So this one is, again, opens up quite citrusy. The citrus doesn't last that long, and then it goes to the mid, and the mid is dominated by spices and incense, little bit of floral, little bit of dry fruitiness. But the main thing you notice is the ashy, dusty, little bit of powderiness as well. This is completely unisex. Men and women can wear it. It's bang in the middle. And it is I would say 25 and up to be on the safe side, because it is quite mature in terms of smell. So after the mid, you go to dry down, and the dry down around maybe an hour or 2 later, the dry down is dominated by dry wood. So dry, dark cedar, and there's sandalwood in here. There's the sandalwood give it some smoothness, and the tonka bean giving it that little bit of nutty feel plus the burnt feel to it. So it is quite a complex fragrance. It's not a super complex, but it's quite complex, especially for the money, especially for the price, which is around £20, and that is a bargain. If you like this kind of fragrances, this is amazing. As I said, very close to Giacomo di Giacomo original, the black bottle. So for me, this is very good, and I recommend it for people who like this kind of fragrances. Okay, so let's go to the today's perfume, and today's perfume is this house has been around for many years, I think since 70s, but lately it has been getting recognition, and this is the house, the Middle Eastern house of the Ahmed al-Maghribi. Okay, so Ahmed al-Maghribi is another Middle Eastern based in Dubai. I think it's Dubai, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the headquarters at least in Dubai. And they are mainly making Middle Eastern style fragrances. Sometimes they have other genres, but mainly Middle Eastern. And there are few reviews of their quite lower prices fragrances, but when I found this one online, I thought, and I didn't see anybody review it, I thought I'll give it a go. So this one is, as I said, the house is Ahmed Al Maghribi, which is the Middle Eastern house, and this one is called Dar Al Watan. Dar Al Watan, and as you can see, very cute bottle, very heavy. The cap is heavy metal, and it says Eau de Perfume. This one is very good sprayer. So this one is quite similar to Bentley Intense, but it is a higher class of Bentley Intense. If you like Bentley Intense and you want it to be smoother, you want it to be a little bit more complex, this is it. So if you put them side by side, they are not identical, but they are in the same genre, okay? So basically you get the leather, there's an oud in here, but the oud is mainly in the background and mainly supportive rule. So the oud gives lift to everything else in the composition. As I say, you can feel it, but you can't smell it strongly, okay? And the biggest player here is the leather. So leather, and the combination of leather and spices and incense in here, it gives it a boozy feel. So it is a leathery, boozy fragrance, and that is quite similar to Bentley Intense for men. As I said, they're not identical, don't get me wrong. Don't say, oh, I smell this, it's nothing like it. Yes, there are differences, but the main backbone is very similar to each other. So as I said, there are similar genre. If you like Bentley Intense for men, you will love this one, because this is even more refined, is better mixed. It is it's not as loud as Bentley Intense. It is, I won't say subdued, but it's not as loud as Bentley Intense. But in terms of longevity, it lasts 12 hours plus. So the longevity is huge. But because it is quite a little bit subtler than Bentley Intense, because of the smoothness and better mix. It's not screeching, it's not too loud. Okay, this one stays quite close to the body. So this one, as I said, it opens up citrusy, and the citruses are quite tarty in the beginning, but it goes to the mid, and the mid is dominated by incense, spices, florals, some dried fruit again, and when it goes to dry down after 4 to 5 hours, you'll go to that dark, leathery, incensey, woody, especially the oud. The oud again is there, but it's not huge, it's not overpowering, it's not taking over the fragrance, but you can feel it there. So overall, it's very boozy, it's very incensey, it's very spicy, leathery, woody, and if you like this kind of fragrances, if you are a fan of Bentley Intense, you will love this, because it is in that genre. It is similar to that one in terms of leather, incense, spices, and that booziness. Okay, wow, it's gorgeous. But if you don't like Bentley Intense, you won't like this one, because again, the leather and the oud and the incense and the booziness, it's very strong in this. This is good for all year round. It's better suited for cooler weather, but you can wear it all year round if you control the trigger. This one is definitely 25 and up, because it's quite mature, like the Bentley Intense. In terms of occasion, this is good for going out, but you can wear it casually as well. In terms of price, this one is quite pricey. In the UK, you can find it around £80, but if you do your research and be patient, you can find it sometimes discounted. I paid less than £50 for this one, so you can find it cheaper, but retails I think is around £80 to £100 retails. and for that it's pricier than Bentley Intense, but it's more refined, it's better quality, and as I said, this one is like a higher class or better class of Bentley Intense Man. So that was the video for today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any question, put it down there. If you know any of this, let other people know. That would be useful. If you find videos like this useful, entertaining, if you find them informative, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and if you can share it with other people, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me as always, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.